Stakeholders. Surely it's not someone holding a stick at a barbecue event. I know you're not thinking like that, but someone may not know what is stakeholder. So I'm going to clear it out today. You are in the right place to find out. So what we are going to unpack today is what is stakeholder, who they are, how do they think, and how to manage them. So let's slice into it. Number one, let's explain stakeholder properly. Imagine you are throwing a big dinner. Now in this case, your stakeholders are literally everyone who care about this party, how this will turn out. That includes your guest, your DJ, your caterer who provides the food, even your next door neighbors who is hoping the music is not too loud. So anyone who has even the tiniest possible interest in what you are doing. Now that interest can be in two ways. One, they want you to be successful. Second, they just want to monitor you so that you don't impact them while you are trying to be successful. So we just took the example of a house party. Now let's bring it to the business world. All right. Anyone who has an interest in a project or a program, or they are affected by its outcome. They can be inside your team, outside your team, inside your company, outside your company. They can be your teammates, they can be your clients, your boss, anyone. Now, outside the company, they can be your customers, suppliers, or even the community around where your company operates. Now, let's talk about why stakeholder matters at the first place. Why do we even need to talk about stakeholders? Simple example, think of it as a spice in your cooking. Just the right spice can make the dish fabulous. The right stakeholder can make your project, your task, your mission to succeed or fail. They can influence, control, or literally stop you. And that's why you need to be aware about them. They are the one who can provide you support, help you. They can provide you funding, feedback. On the flip side, if they are not happy, they can turn things ups and downs. They can create a lot of heat in your food. They can create a lot of spice in your food. So I'm interchangeably using the example of stakeholder in the business world and stakeholder in the personal life. So if your neighbors are not happy about your party, where you're playing the loud music, they can call police and they can stop you. Now they are not directly related with your party, but they can create problem. Same way in the project world, in the business world, you need to make sure that your stakeholders are happy, they are informed, they are satisfied, and they are getting what they need. When you are thinking about the spices in your food, you need to make sure that your food has enough right balance of spices. It's not making it too bland or too spicy or too hot. Stakeholders are the people. You need to manage them one or other way. If you want their support, their attention, their involvement, you have to manage them. If you don't want their support, their involvement, their interference, you still have to manage them. So in one or other way, you have to manage them. Part 3. Now we'll talk about how you can identify your stakeholders, how you can spot your stakeholders. Now, based on whatever I've just said, literally anyone around you can be your stakeholder in your personal life, your business life, literally anyone. But still, it makes sense to identify them and categorize them. First of all, list everyone who is involved, who is directly involved, who is affected by your work, your project. Find out what is the level of their influence. How much power do they have? And how much power they are most likely to exercise. Sometimes they are very powerful, but they don't give a damn about what you're doing and they can just ignore you. And sometimes they might like to exercise even the tiniest power they have again and again and again. So you need to find out the influence, their hunger for exercising the power and impacting you. You also need to figure out their needs. What do they want to get out of the project or the task you're doing? Now, the last thing, the most important thing, the real deal. How would you keep your stakeholder happy? Now, to keep your stakeholder happy is like making sure everyone at your dinner party has the best time. Think about it. When you do a big event, is it possible that everyone is happy all the time? Practically no. But that's what you always strive for. Everyone should be happy. The top one thing you can do to make sure everyone is happy is to keep them informed, keep them in loop. No one should feel like they've been left out. There are surprises, they are not prepared. Apart from informing them, sometimes you need to engage them. Ask for their input. Show them that they matter for you. Show them that their opinion matter for you. Now let me take you back to the example when you are playing the loud music and your neighbors are your stakeholder, because they can call police, they can stop you, or they can just keep on coming and ringing the doorbell and saying, what's going on? You are not letting us sleep. This can be turned upside down only if a couple of days ahead of the event you go to them and say that we are very happy, we are celebrating something. There might be some music for a couple of hours and we want to apologize upfront. When you are sharing that happiness with them, you can go with a bottle of wine or maybe some sweets. Now suddenly they are engaged, they are feeling informed, they are feeling like their opinion, their choices matters and you care about it. But at the same time, now you need to think about delivering on your promises as well. If you're saying you are going to switch off the music by 11:30, don't go beyond 11:30, 11:45. And if you still have to do that, maybe one more round of communication, visit them again, or maybe texting them in the night if you don't want to visit is helpful. Now let's take this knowledge back to our project work. Same way, you have to find out who your stakeholders are. You need to keep them informed, you need to keep them engaged, you need to keep them happy, and you need to deliver on your promises, what you are doing to them. So it's very important that you do the right promise to them as well. So now this is easier said than done. How will you deliver on promise? How will you engage? How will you inform? It's complicated, especially in the business world, in the professional world, in the project execution. It's difficult. Don't get me wrong, it's not impossible, it's difficult. There are lots of tools available out there. One of the favorite tool which I have is Power Interest Grid. It's not new, it's not something designed by me, but I follow that every single day in my life. Power Interest Grid. I can make a video on that. Put into the comment, please, if you like to know about Power Interest Grid. I can do some scribbling on the board and explain you how to use it and how it can help you. There are many other tools as well. So maybe the next one will be around Power Interest Grid. I'll see if I can do that based on the interest. For now, the conclusion is that it's a wrap. That we understood what is stakeholder, and we understood that stakeholder are the key player in your project, in your task, in your initiative, in your success story. So don't ignore them. Face them, learn how to engage, manage, and involve them. By understanding and managing them wisely, you are setting your work for a big standing ovation. With those words, I think I would like to sign off for now. Camera close, heart open. See you again next time. Hope you get it right. This mic is crazy. Just keep on going down. I want it to be here. So what can I do for it to be here?